What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the Lotus SMP. We are in episode 2 of season 2. I need to tell you guys a story. The story of how we got to this point right here. As you can see, I'm wearing wings, I'm wearing shiny armor. I've got an inventory full of shiny tools with names on them now. Oh my gosh. I couldn't do this before, so that's a thing that needs talking about. There's this thing. And also this thing. Oh, that's great. I love that. So a few things happened, obviously, in getting to this point. So we'll start with the first one. I entered into a contract with Skipper Studios.
I was told you have a lot of diamonds. Would you like to invest some diamonds into some bones?
I was warned that you might show up with these. So it depends. I'd be willing to get into a contract for a long-term supply of bones.
Oh.
But it would have to be pretty affordable. Okay, what's your rate for 9 stacks of bones? What would your price be for
9 stacks of bones? I will lower the normal price from like 2 stacks. It's usually 1 diamond. What about for 3 stacks? It's 1 diamond. So for every 3 stacks, you give me 3 diamonds.
You know what? I'll take your deal, Skipper Studios. I'll hand you your first payment up front, so you have a trustworthy client. In fact, I'll actually pay you for next week as well.
Woohoo!
There you go. Now you have 6 diamonds that you didn't have before. So yeah, now we're in that contract. I'll have bones coming my way, which is really good because I need those bones for next episode's project, which is going to be the mushroom farm to fuel my shop. Now, speaking of entering into contracts, I also entered into a contract with Mr. Bison himself. I spoke to Bison about building me the 3rd floor of my house because I didn't have an interior yet, so I wanted to see what he would build. Wait, there's another YogiMan up there. What? How did you get here? All right. And what is this? Whoever decided we should have this mod is a menace. A lunatic, I tell you. But anyway, here's what happened with Bison.
YogiMan.
Right on time. I just finished my last clip with Skipper.
Where?
He just left. I don't know how you guys didn't pass each other. Maybe he didn't go through the portal.
Oh, have you seen me and Skipper in the same room?
Wait a minute. Okay, so this is the main room. Here, let me close this. And we'll go through. So the 2nd floor is already furnished and decorated. And I have plans for the 4th floor, but the 3rd floor looks like this.
Leave it to me.
You name your price, and I'll give you free reign of this room. You can advertise or whatever. All right, I will leave you to it then, and I will I'll come check in on whatever you've created here whenever you're done.
Alrighty then.
Bison is now building some stuff in my base, and he said it was for free, so I'm a little scared, to be honest. But
I would be too. We wasted like 10 minutes watching him do like a lava casting.
Okay.
I'm right here, by the way.
As intended.
So nice of you to show up.
But anyway, so yeah, Bison built that 3rd floor, and if we look up here, now we've got like a stony interior in here that we can mess around with and see if we can add some things to. And he did this for free. So that was really cool. Now, obviously, in order for me to have Elytra at this point, I had to have been to the end, right? I was. We did the dragon fight. If you remember last season, from my perspective, there were a few key elements to the dragon fight that were a little bit chaotic. When we first entered into the end, we all kind of just poured over the sides of the obsidian into the void. So this season, we had a plan. A few of us were going to go in first and make sure the land was safe and cleared for everyone to come through, and then we would kill a dragon.
Everyone make sure that you stand off of it. Nobody else go in after
I'm
these
leaving
guys
that.
say...
First.
We gotta wait until
Wait,
these
what?
guys say it's clear. Mr. Man, I need you to look at me. We're having a moment now, okay?
Okay, I'm ready.
having-
You are the one responsible with letting us know that it is safe.
I'm going to tell you
Okay.
it's safe even if it's not. I hope you know that.
Let's go.
I
knew it.
I've picked 3 right people for the star.
Oh, no!
Whoa.
Okay.
We need to build a bridge.
Not safe,
around
not
here,
safe, not
like,
very clear.
place.
Wait, no, it's not safe. It's
Whoa,
not
whoa,
safe.
whoa, whoa. It's not safe. It's not safe. It's not
What
safe.
the hell?
That
Hold
was
on,
terrifying.
don't send it yet. Don't send it yet. They're
Do
gonna
not
join.
send.
They're gonna jump in, and we're gonna just shoot arrows back at them.
All right, I'm sending it out.
Hello.
All right, let's kill a dragon, people. Let's do it.
Let's go.
Wait,
let's go.
one at a
go.
time, single
Yeah.
file, single file. All right, all right.
Now, obviously, when it got to be go time, Seaman and I are absolute legends of PvP, so we decided we'd take care of the dragon ourselves and let everybody else take a seat and enjoy the show. Now, this is how you kill a dragon.
Shoot the dragon.
I was the one taking the
Mr. Man.
problem.
No,
Mr.
get
Man!
away from
Mr.
me!
Man!
Ah, stranger danger! Stranger danger!
What's the matter? What's going on?
Get on
I
your
swear to God. I swear to God, if this is how we die.
Hey, pull up! Pull up!
Hold up.
Nah,
Whoa.
Mr. Man.
Make it fly.
Hey, we got it. We did so much work. We contributed so much. So this season, instead of going out and end busting after the fight, I made a deal with Seaman, Chespy, and Squid that if I built the Ender, they would bring me a pair of wings in exchange for not having to build the farm themselves. So I went ahead and built it with the help of Bison. Unfortunately, several times during my time in the End Dimension, I died, but I lost everything. So, I needed to get some more diamonds. I ended up getting my hands on a Fortune 3 pickaxe by trading with Spidey and Bison's villagers, and then I strip mined until I had enough diamonds to get all of my gear back and then have a few left over for trading and buying things. And that brings us to the current moment, which is sitting right here recording the intro in my house. Another thing has happened since I recorded that clip. You see, Chespy Cash made me a skin. I love it. This is probably going to be my main skin from now on. I just love it. So thank you, Chespy Cash. Now, Chespy Cash actually did something else for me, and I don't even know how to describe it without just showing you. He did the undoable. He gave me a gift. Well, people have given me gifts before, but he gave me a gift that no one has ever given anyone before, and that is Frogsworth. This right here is my own personal giant frog named Frogsworth, and I love him. One of the coolest things about Frogsworth is that he can do this. That's right, he's rideable. He can jump super high, and he runs insanely fast. So yeah, I am now the only owner of a gigantic frog on the server. I will rule the world. See, a frog of this stature can't just live tied to a post. He needs to have his own home. He needs to have a place to reign like a king. And that is why I've cleared this entire area out. Because today, we're building him a throne. But first, I need to collect a ton of materials, so Frogsworth is going to have to go back on the post for now. Just for a little bit. I'll free you soon. Somebody gave me a pot, so thank you for that. I just need to go collect a ton of cobblestone, cobbled deep slate, and basalt. So off I go. You're the worst, and I hate you. Okay, so while I work on resource gathering, I wanted to touch on a few things with you guys. Number one, thank you for your patience with how long it's been since episode 1 came out. As you guys know, on occasion, it takes me a long time to get them out. That's because over the last few years, I've been dealing with some pretty serious mental health stuff, but I am officially medicated. In terms of other major things that have occurred since we last spoke, on one of my live streams a couple of weeks ago, we went to the end to do some end busting. We ended up finding some armor trim, so now I can actually have trim on my armor, which hopefully in episode 3 I'll be able to add to my armor. Anyway, that was everything, so let's get to building this frog a throne. Alright, I believe I have all my materials ready. It's time to build a giant throne thing. I'll explain more. Well, you'll just see it. You'll see what it is. Frogsworth, my boy, it is time for you to come see your new throne. There's my beautiful boy. Now, on the topic of frogs, I need to get a frog light farm started as soon as possible. Because in case you don't remember, in episode 1, I talked about making a farm because I do want to sell mushroom stems and brown and red mushroom blocks. And I also want to sell frog lights, which means that first of all, I need to build a shop and I need to build those farms, which means we have a big episode ahead of us for episode 3. Now, this video is a little bit on the shorter side, but have no fear. Another one should be coming out here in just another couple of days. So once again, thank you so much for being here and watching this video. I will catch you guys in the next one. Well, I did a thing I want to show you, but first we gotta tell this guy he sucks. Hey, you stupid goat, you suck.
Yeah, you're dumb. Your
Yeah.
mother doesn't love you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, good.
Other insult here. All right.